So today, we are going to strengthen your psoas. I'm happy to be here with you, as always. We're gonna start lying down. We're gonna take it super chill today. I'm gonna spin this way. And make sure your blocks are with you. We're gonna use our blocks today. So have them by your side. We're just gonna lie down at first and simply pull the knees into the chest. And with our hands, we're gonna do assisted knee circles here. So this is how we're gonna warm up the hip flexors today. And I just want you to feel into the body as always, doing these circles both directions. Maybe closing your eyes down if you need to. Set a little intention just for some strong hip flexors and a strong psoas muscle. Do a couple more circles both ways. I just want you to feel, maybe the circle gets a little bit longer, a little larger. You might feel a little bit more sensation as you pull in. Just saying hello to the hip flexors. And then from here, I want you to do this without the help of your hands. So bring your hands to your sides, and now we're just going to do knee circles like so. And I'm just going to use my core and my hip flexors to bring my knees in the full range circle. Cinnamon, say hello. My puppy's doing a little growl. Let's do a couple more circles both ways. And right now, you should be able to feel. Right now, I'm feeling where my hip flexors are. Just after doing a few circles, start to feel a little warmth, and you see where you're using the body more. Awesome. One more circle both directions. Maybe larger circles for these last couple. Yes, that'll wake you up. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands in between the legs. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Let's make our way to happy baby. So your soles of the feet are facing the ceiling. The knees are to the side. I'm just rocking left and right. Just a simple rock. And right here, I want you to tap into how the body feels, especially the hip flexors. As the knees are pulled towards you and to the sides, how do the hips feel? The hip flexors, are they doing all right? We're gonna do a little activation for those today too. Just checking in on the body. Beautiful. Now, where your legs are, see if you can let go of your hands, let go of the feet, and keep the knees where they are. How does the body feel? We're going to come back to this in about 12 minutes. But I want you to feel, how much can you squeeze your body in? How much can you use the hip flexors to squeeze the knees down to the sides of the body? Or does it kind of just let go like so? Can you pull in still, using those hip flexors? Beautiful. Bring the legs down, and we're bringing one block underneath the sacrum for our good old-fashioned, one of our best friends, wind remover pose. Awesome. So once you get comfortable, my right leg is straight first. And we're gonna pull in the left knee. But usually we're used to hugging in this left knee, which we would do for a breath or two. So you can hug it in first. Start to hug it in towards that left armpit. And as always, you feel the juicy stretch on the right side, hip flexors. Say hello right there. But what we're gonna do today is activate here. So you see where you have your knee right now and how you're hugging it in, but you're using the help of your hands. We're gonna let go with the hands and start to use this left side hip flexors to hold the knee here. And from here, I'm gonna press down through my right heel, and I'm gonna pulsate this. I'm gonna pump this up. This left knee, pumping it to my chest. And we're gonna do 20 rounds. So I'm at 5, 6, 7. You can just start pumping with me. We're pressing down through that right heel, pulling this left knee towards the left chest, armpit area, with just the hip flexors. I'm not using my core. I'm using my hip flexors right here. It's tough. You can make it as tough as you want. We're just getting some activation. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Left leg relaxes straight down, hugging the right leg now. Just hugging it in at first. Just take your time. Couple deep breaths here. Feel that left side, that hip flexors relax after the activation. You feel the relaxation even more. Oh, I love this pose. It's so simple, but it's so beneficial. And from here, we'll do the right side. So let go with the right hand. Try to keep the knee right where it is. And we're pressing down to the left heel. Bring the right knee up with the hip flexors. And pulsate. Feel the pulsation. Notice if you notice any differences on this side versus the other side. Feels a little weird at first. Just keep pulsating it. Keep finding that connection with the hip flexors. Everyone, maybe the knee gets closer to the chest. Yes, keep pulsating at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Keep both legs down for a second. Hands to the hip flexors, right inside the hip points. You know where they're at. Give a little massage to yourself. Wiggle the hip left and right with just the hands. Say hello. Say thank you. Your hip flexors and psoas should be feeling better, more loose, stronger, more connected to you than ever before as you're wrapping up this course. So applaud to you for being here, as always. Left leg this time. But this time, what we're going to do is we'll hug it for a breath, just to give a nice stretch to the right side. Feel that nice release here. But what we're going to do this time is straighten out this left leg. So from here, we're going to straighten this up, leg pointing up, and if you can, lock out the knee. So that means we're using our quad too, but we're also using our hip flexors. And from here, same thing, we're going to pulsate it. We're going to pull up and just feel how different it is. Because the quads are very synonymous with the hip flexors when we're engaging one. We're usually engaging the others. Usually. So this is just a good exercise. You're going to use your hip flexors differently with your quads engaged. Awesome. We got about 10 more pulsations. Just keep breathing. Keep pressing down through that right heel. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Beautiful. Hugging the right knee. Find a breath. Relaxing, breathing into the left hip flexors. And same thing here, straightening out the right leg this time. See if you can lock that knee out. It'd be great if you can. If you can't, it's okay. Just feeling the pulsations here. Pressing down through the left heel. When you're ready, start pulsating. Feeling a different connection every time. Just feel your quads really engaged in this one. You feel this, the upper part of the quads more engaged. Just different. But we need it all. So keep pulsating. Close your eyes if you need to. Dive deeper into the sensation of what you're using to move your foot in space. Awesome. Whew. That's good. And we got about 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Hug the left knee in just for a breath to breathe into this right side. Whew. How you feeling? I'm feeling good. These simple exercises where I can do the craziest L sits ever, and people are just like, how do you do that? It's like doing the basics. The basics are everything. Let alone if you're just trying to fix your back pain or your posture. These are golden. Awesome. Straighten out both legs. Find a couple breaths here. Again, wiggle the body if you want to. Just check in on the hip flexors. Let the body open up for a moment. Just fully relax through the hips. Feeling good. Wonderful. Slowly, let's move the block underneath the back. And we're going to hug the knees in, curling in the chin as well. Give a little rock left and right. See how you're feeling. Massage the low back, especially if you're engaging the front side a good bit. Wonderful. So now we're going to bring the feet down. We're going to inhale into bridge pose. We've been here a bunch. Tucking the tailbone in as we lift up. Inhaling. As you exhale, we're dropping the hips down. Squeezing the shoulders to the knees to the shoulders. And we're going to hold here for 2 breaths. So we've done this before in the flows, but here we're going to really focus in. I want you to squeeze as much as you can here in the hip flexors and squeeze the knees into those shoulders. And I'm not pulling. We're only squeezing with the hip flexors. One more inhale. Awesome. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhale, lift the hips up into bridge pose, tucking tailbone in. Exhale, hips drop down, curling in. Squeeze those knees into shoulders. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhale, feet down, hips lift up. Exhale, hips down, squeeze it in. Hip flexors engaged more and more every time. Inhale, up. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. We got 2 more. Exhale. Can you squeeze a little bit more through the hip flexors every time? Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to hold this one 2 breaths. Breathing in, staying here, pulling in harder. Exhale, squeezing in even more. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let go. Inhale, feet down. Awesome. Just take a second, relax. Maybe bring your hands to your stomach. 2 deep breaths into the stomach. Just feel the body relax for a second. Just catch in on the breath. See how the body is doing. And when you're good, we're going to hug the knees into the chest. Give a little rock forward and back. And after a few, let's sit up all the way. We're going to come into a down dog. So lift the hips up and back. And find a down dog. We're going to pedal it out here. Sway the hips left and right. Do what you need. As always, it's your first down dog. We've been lying down this whole time.